welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a review on the Colourpop Lux Velvet Liquid Lip. If you do want to see a review in swatches, please keep watching. This collection retails for $90 on Colourpop.com, which is kind of pricey, but you do get 7 different duos. I do want to read a little bit about this collection on Colourpop.com. This weightless whipped velvet liquid lipstick is what dreams are made of. Get the entire collection in this limited edition set featuring 7 lipstick duos in flirty pinks and fun pops of red, orange, and berries. That's pretty much all that it says on the website. Here's a closer look on what the packaging looks like. It says Colourpop Lux Velvet. At the top, it does say Lux Velvet Lipstick. On the bottom, there really isn't anything. You turn it on this side, you do see the front of the packaging, and then here is the back. So this just slides on out like so. Here's what the 7 lipstick duos look like. So we're gonna start with the first one. It does say Colourpop at the top, and then in the middle it says Lux Velvet. On the bottom it says Lux Liquid Lipstick Duo. You get 4.5 grams or 0.17 ounces. That's with both. When you turn it over on the back, it does tell you the lipstick duo. So this is Powder Room. And you do have the 2 shade names and the ingredients. Up at the top you do have the name of the lipstick duo, and then the bottom doesn't have anything. Let's go ahead and open this up. This is again in Powder Room. So you do have 2 of them inside. The first shade is called Casual Dress. You do have the shade name at the bottom. And then the second shade is called Can You Even? We're going to start with the first shade in Casual Dress. It does say Colourpop at the top, Lux written in bold, and then Velvet on the bottom. Let's see what Casual Dress looks like. The applicator is a little bit different. It is a slanted doe foot. Casual Dress is described as a honey nude shade. I'll try to go back and forth with it so you guys can see what the color looks like. It does have a slight makeup-y scent to it, but let's see what it looks like applied on the lips. The shade in Casual Dress is a little bit too light for my skin tone, but I do like the formula. It doesn't feel like I have any product on my lips. The next shade is called Can You Even? Can You Even is described as a pinky nude shade. I forgot to mention when we swatched the first shade, I did have to go in with another layer on my top upper lip because it is a little bit more pigmented than my bottom lip. I love this pinky nude color. Let's move on to the next lip duo. The next 2 shades are called Room Service and Get Money. Let's see what Room Service looks like. Room Service is described as a terracotta nude shade. This shade is so pretty. The next shade is called Get Money. Get Money is described as a deep brick nude. I like the shade in Get Money and Room Service. This duo is amazing. It will work on every skin tone. Again, the little lip duo called Puff Mommy. It's the best so far. The next lip duo is called Lofty Goals. This shade is Air Kiss and this shade is Pudding. Let's start with the first shade in Air Kiss. Air Kiss is described as a mid-tone red coral shade. The shade in Air Kiss is a little bit too bright for my liking. Pudding is described as a burnt orange red shade. Here we have the shade in Pudding Built Up. I prefer this bright orange shade in Pudding versus the shade in Air Kiss. The next lip duo is called Kiss the Dusk. Daily Dose is this cherry red shade and Big Bang is the dark maroon shade. We're going to start with the first shade in Daily Dose. Daily Dose is described as a hot orange red shade. I love this fiery hot red shade in Daily Dose. Let's see what the next shade in Big Bang looks like. Big Bang is described as a classic blue red shade. I built up the shade in Big Bang so you guys can see what the color looks like. I don't like this shade in Big Bang because it is patchy. As you guys can see, my top upper lip is darker than my bottom lip, so I did apply a second layer, but I didn't apply a second layer on my bottom lip, so that's what I'm gonna do to even it out. I'm looking at the shade up close in person in my mirror. It's still looking uneven. Hopefully the camera is picking it up and you guys can see that. I don't like this type of applicator that Colourpop chose on these velvet lipsticks. It doesn't disperse the product evenly. The next lip duo is called What the Fluff. Two shades in What the Fluff is Hermosa and Southbound. We're gonna first start with the shade in Hermosa. Hermosa is described as a deep plum shade. Here's what the shade in Hermosa looks like. You guys already know I love any shade in purple and this shade is beautiful, but I am noticing a trend that it is a little bit patchy. So far that's what it's looking like. Southbound is described as a dusted muted berry shade. I built up the shade in Southbound so you guys can see what the color looks like. I like this shade in Southbound. It's another beautiful berry shade. It applied evenly versus the other shade in Hermosa. The next lip duo is called Hazy Baby. Lucky Cat is this rosy shade and Buttercup is the other shade. We're going to start with the first shade in Lucky Cat. I'm going to swatch the shade in Lucky Cat on the right side of my hand because the left side, I don't have any more room. Lucky Cat is described as a warm rose shade. Here's what the shade in Lucky Cat looks like. It's beautiful. I really do like the shade in Lucky Cat. Buttercup is described as a rosy coral shade. Wow, I really like this shade in Buttercup. I thought I wouldn't like it when I swatched it on the back of my hand, but it's really pretty on the lips. The last lip duo is called Drop a Hint. Genie is this warm pink shade and Keep It Coy is this baby pinky shade. We're gonna start with the shade in Genie. Genie is described as a warm pink shade. I like this warm pinky shade in Genie. Keep It Coy is described as a blushing baby pink shade. Here's what the shade in Keep It Coy looks like. I tried to build up the shade in Keep It Coy. It's not as pigmented as some of the other shades. It is a little bit patchy. I'm gonna try to build it up. especially on my top upper lip because you can see my natural lip peeking through. I don't like this applicator at all. It doesn't distribute the product evenly. I think they should have stuck with a bigger doe foot. I tried to build up the shade and keep it coy the best that I can on my top upper lip. I'm not really feeling this shade. Here we have all 14 shades swatched on the back of my hand. The only lip duo I can confidently recommend to you guys is in the shade Puff Miami. The two shades are Room Service and Get Money. These two shades are universal. It will work on all skin tones, and it was these two shades here. Here's the shade in Get Money. Here we have the shade in Room Service. So the two shades look like. Room Service is here and Get Money is here. These two shades will look great on all skin tones. The other shades, they weren't as pigmented. I did have to build it up to get full opacity. I do love the formula. When I press my lips together, it doesn't feel like anything's there. I feel like I messed up my lip, but that's totally fine. I'm gonna add a little bit more just to even it out. I wanna see if the formula does transfer, so I'm gonna do a kiss test right here. It did transfer. I did lose some of the color. My final thoughts on this collection is that I love the formula. I don't like the shades. I don't like how they aren't pigmented enough. I think these are supposed to be maybe like a blotted lip. My lips are two-toned. I have a darker upper lip and I have a bottom lighter lip. Even with the shade in Big Bang, it looked a little bit weird. It didn't look as even. This collection I would pass on if you do have pigmented lips like I do. If you have even lips, I think all the shades would look great. It just wasn't for me. If you guys did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video.